watching the show in Kochi or Coimbatore, you're the only ones in the country who's breathing air that's not potentially hazardous. A new environment study by Yale has just reiterated what scientists have known for some time, that India is just one shot of being the most polluted city, and Delhi has got the terrible status of being world #1. On agenda tonight, does the government care, and if yes, what are they doing about it? Why isn't there an urgency like there was in China to fix the situation? We asked the Environment Ministry to comment, they didn't. The Central Pollution Board to come on the show and talk about it, but they too declined. So here's who we have speaking about it. Dr. Sunita Narayan, an activist who's been fighting for this cause for years now. A spokesperson of the AAP government, Atishi Marlena, and SP Gautam, who used to be chairman of the Central Pollution Control Board. No, I just wanted to ask, Manju's here in our audience. Manju ji, आपने देखा दिल्ली में कितना ज़्यादा pollution है. इससे आपको pollution की वजह से आपके ज़िंदगी में क्या फ़र्क पड़ा है?
इससे मुझे सांस लेने में बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. जहाँ भी जाती हूँ मैं, मम्मी वगैरह सभी को, जैसे जितना भी मर्जी उनको प्रिकॉशन ले लें, बट उनको सांस लेने के लिए दिक्कत हो रही है. आसपास इतनी पहिए और व्हीकल्स चलते रहते हैं, धुआं छोड़ते हैं, बट सरकार इसके बारे में कुछ नहीं कर रही है. डॉक्टर ने बोला है कि इतना पॉल्यूशन बढ़ता जा रहा है कि सांस लेने में दिक्कत हो रही है. चाहे जितना मर्जी आप बच लें, पर कहीं ना कहीं से पॉल्यूशन किसी ना किसी रूप में आ जाता है.
Okay, so this is what the impact of that air pollution is, which is what brings us to our first talking point in this. Why doesn't the center, the state respond to this emergency situation? Atishi Marlena, how has the AAP government reacted to this news that Delhi is the worst in the world?
Actually, the fact that Delhi has a very serious air pollution problem is something that we have recognized. In fact, even if you look at our manifesto, we specifically state the fact that 55% of health problems in Delhi are because of respiratory diseases. And this problem is not going to go away until there is a systematic focus on public transport. And if you see what has happened in Delhi in the past 15 years, yes, there has been some development of public transport, but it almost seemed that the scale at which public transport needs to have been developed was almost systematically neglected. So until in the long run we have a solution which focuses far more on public transport, which improves actually the bus service in the city, because that is the form of public transport that a larger section of society is using, that provides space for cyclists, that provides space for non-motorized transport, there is no way we can stop this problem from happening. So yes, I accept the fact that it's a serious problem and action needs to be taken on it.
So Sunita Narayan, are you satisfied with the kind of response, what Atishi is talking about, what the government has shown today?
Well, I'm delighted that Atishi is saying this. I think it's definitely a move in the right direction if they recognize it. And I hope that the first month, and I always say this, and I will again say this, and I hope she will accept when I say it, that I do recognize it's only 1 month of their government, and I think they should be given more chance to do it. But in the first month of the government, I will certainly say they did not at all recognize this. They have removed the Millennium Depot without giving us any idea how they will make sure that bus clusters, public transport will get upgraded. In the first month, there is no talk about doing anything good with the BRT. It's only about doing bad with the BRT. There is no emphasis on public transport as of today in the minister's speech as of now. But I'm delighted to hear, I have read their manifesto. I know that our party does say that public transport will be an important part of their work. And I hope that they will make sure that in the second month of their government now, that this will be the priority. It isn't as if public transport hasn't been the focus in the past, but as she says, it's not at the scale we need. We don't have bicycle lanes. We do not have more BRTs. We do not have public buses so that we can make the transition that we need. We have a metro, but we don't have last mile connectivity.
Yes.
So I think those are issues which have to be central to the plan in the future, and I hope it will happen, because let's be very clear, Sunitra, air pollution in Delhi will require the mobility transition, and that will also require a huge effort to control private cars. So
yes,
high taxes on cars and high parking rates on cars, which is what Beijing has done, and a restriction on diesel. So those are all got to be part of the package.
High parking rates, high taxes, these are some of the things which Beijing did, as Sunita Narayan is saying, and we've seen in all those studies by IIT that vehicular pollution is the big factor in all of this. And I wanted to ask SP Gautam, two things, sir. One, why is it that we are not seeing, why is the centre in denial about this? Have you not recognized, because it's been for some time? I know you were only in CPCB 2 years ago, but why is there denial? Why is the first instance denial? And second, these measures that Sunita Narayan is talking about, do you see these measures being brought in of having such high taxes to kind of curb vehicular pollution?
Actually, I would like to say that number of meetings we had with Sunita ji, and the government always said on yes. But if we look at the ground reality being the number of buses we required, the pedestrian lanes, and the high taxes were never been imposed. Apart from this, we tried to solve in a way.
I just wanted to ask, why, whose fault is that they haven't been imposed? Whose fault?
Actually, both the governments, whether center or state, both have to put their knees for this burning problem. The reason behind, you cannot shift only for Delhi government. There is the need for ministry at the center in the helm of FAI as well to go for combined and cumulative effort. Perhaps that would be needed, and carrying capacity of the city, Delhi, has to be recognized. What has not been done by now till date. They are not talking about carrying capacity, whether it is with the vehicular, whether it is with the water pollution, whether it is with the noise pollution, or all. So my feeling is that first of all we should have an assessment of carrying capacity, how much a city can. Sunetra.
Okay, sir, I just wanted to bring in some, because this is a people problem. A lot of the people over here have lots to say. What was your concern,
Apart
madam?
from vehicular, the industries are also polluting. Like the paint, it has a high VOC and heavy metals.
Yeah.
Apart from UK, China, Japan, they have an heavy enforcement.
So you don't think there are enough?
But Indian government has what done against this thing?
Do we have enough checkpoints in place, Sunita Narayan, about these industry, this young lady mentioning the problems over there?
Yeah. No, I think it's a good point, Sunitra, but in Delhi, for instance, industrial pollution has been largely contained.
Okay.
But the problem is that we believed we would contain pollution, but it moved to adjoining areas of Ghaziabad and also Gurgaon. And the fact is, we have to understand that air does not know boundaries. So the air shed of the NCR region has to be taken as one. Today, one of the major problems that we're having with pollution is that if you don't plan for transport facilities between NCR towns, Gurgaon, Delhi, to move them on buses, today it's ironic. If you come by car, you don't pay a toll. If you come by bus, you pay a toll.
Yes.
These are all things that we have to make sure we clean up.
Okay.
Today, it is the worst thing in India is that the poor pay more taxes than the rich pay.
Right.
Diesel, subsidized diesel today is used by cars. 19% is used by SUVs. And these are questions that I think have to be, they are at the core of the environmental issue today.
Just to understand one thing, and that's where a second document comes in. If you're saying industrial pollution may not be as much of a problem as the rise in number of vehicles, what's the solution? Mr. Gautam, Sunita Narayan, first, Mr. Gautam, what's the solution? How do we solve these rising number of vehicles? Is there anything you can suggest?
You see, we have to contain the number of vehicles, as Sunita ji said very rightly, and we have to go for the public transport, not only metros. Along with that, municipal solid waste has to be.
How does it work?
Sunitra, let me answer that, and maybe Mr. Gautam can.
Yeah, Sunita Narayan, go ahead.
Yeah, I would suggest 3 things have to be done immediately, Sunitra. One is we need steps to make sure that driving a car becomes more expensive, which means both higher taxes, which is we have the lowest road taxes and taxes on cars in anywhere in the world. We do not have an annual fitness or an annual charge on cars as is done in everywhere else in the world. And 3, we have the lowest parking charges in the world.
Yeah.
So the first thing is that if we are rich enough to drive, we have to pay the price also for managing and for the space that the car takes.
So that's
the
what I want to
second,
ask.
Sunitra, is to
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. I just wanted to ask
The
Atishi
second-
Marlena, does Delhi government intend to bring in these suggestions? Can you give us a commitment here on the show?
See, Sunitra, obviously, how can I give a commitment on the show? Because each of these issues will have to be examined in some detail. But I am completely in agreement with the spirit of what Ms. Sunita Narayan is saying. Because in the long run, the only solution to air pollution is going to be with the improvement of public transport. When it is more convenient, comfortable, and less expensive to travel by public transport, that is the only way where cars are going to get replaced. And that is definitely our commitment.
Sunitra?
How exactly we go about it would require some detail. To answer a previous point that Ms. Sunita Narayan had raised about public transport and about the BRT, that the steps she seems to think have not been taken well. I accept the fact that in the first month, the environmental issues have not been the first issues we have taken up. But as you rightly pointed out, it has been only 1 month. Secondly, let me also say that while we have said that we would examine the BRT corridor, we have not said that we oppose the idea of BRT corridors in principle.
Fine.
But the
Atishi,
fact
we'll
of
just
the
come
matter
back
is
to you.
that
We
there is
have
a
to take a
problem in
break.
the BRT corridor in Delhi.
Yeah,